100 policemen. However, behind that wall, you've got the oldest force, you've got the largest force in the world, you've got the old Bill, you've got the Metropolitan of the old Roman wall. To here, this is Aldgate. Not an old gate, but an ale gate are the lucky people. Because with no money at all, no means of getting money, you become what's called a dot.
Church that prostitutes walked around while trying to solicit customers during the period of Jack the Ripper.
She's abused, but she's not dead, but died in 1903 for the poisoning of 3 of his wives, stroke girlfriends. A man like him that kills ladies that way by poisoning coolly, calmly, I don't think it was Jack. Robert Paul says no, but he made one concession. He bent down, he touched her face and jumped back and said this, she's cold. I believe she's barely alive. But you want a murder scene. Behind you here, there we see, that's where Martha Chabram's body was found, stabbed with 39 times. 3, maybe 4 victims of Jack the Ripper lived in that street just there, down the Rookery. Number 18 Fall Street, that's Polly's normal DOS house. On that night, no pay, no stay, kicked out of the house down here. Polly walked down there about a mile and is killed down that street there. Can you believe he's still warm? In go the killer's hands, out come the entrails, they go on and above the right hand shoulder. Not much blood. She'd been strangled or subdued beforehand. As the knife went in again, she's probably dead already. Both Annie Chapman and young girl Kelly drank in that bar on their final night. Not correct. They kick her out, she moved down there. There she met Jack the Ripper on the morning of the 9th of November on that scene just there. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Don't mind me giving the trade name. An invention by the press. The man that wrote that was a man called Tom Bulling. We know that sort of. He was a newspaper. It says here, tomorrow is a double event. Words used now on Ripper Tours. Again, I tell you, both hoax letters. It's a very famous spot. That's where we found the apron from Victory Number for nothing. The Jews are the men that will not be blamed for nothing. Is that right? I don't know. That's P.C. Long's pocketbook. He held the Distinguished Conduct Medal, almost a Victoria Cross. In my craft, in Freemasonry, spelt like that. Solomon says this, get the Jews that kill my master, spelt like that in my craft, having caught them, cut their throats how many times?
2.
Well done. Put their entrails where? 2 times. Over the right hand shoulder. It appears to be almost a ritual Freemason killing. Anyway, that night their big argument takes place, City Police and the Met Police. Wipe it out, do you think? Why did he wipe it out?
Because he was a Mason.
No doubt about that. He resigned from the Met on the 9th of November. At the time of the final murder, couldn't catch her, he resigned. He then wrote quite extensive journals on Freemasonry. The man was a Freemason. Of the 4th murder, 2nd on the night of the double event. And it should never have taken place here. Discovered at 138 and 144 by P.C. Watkins. In the corner there would have been a Tongue and Kearney warehouse, a watchman there as well. You open the eyes up, there's a photograph of the killer. Of course, it's rubbish. But they believed that at that time, and both eyes had been punched in to destroy the lens in the eye. Ridiculous. Lusk, a local builder, a local dignitary gets a letter and a small package containing part of human tissue. Took from one woman, preserved it for you, to the piece on Friday night. It was very nice. I may send you the bloody nif that took it out. If you only wait a while longer, signed, not Jack the Ripper, but catch me when you can, Mr. Lusk. She's young and attractive. She's about 25 years old. Around her throat goes the knife all the way around. Across her face then went a sheet, and through that sheet removed all her facial features, but not the eyes or the hair. Claypipe Alice, Francis Coles, and a torso found in Pinchin Street, but nothing of that severity. That, I believe, is the final victim of Jack the Ripper, the young girl, Mary Jane Kelly. However, one more body that may interest us. We found a man's body in the Thames. The man's name was Montague John Druitt, a lawyer, a barrister, a Freemason. He's been sacked, therefore he is shabbily genteel. But he's not a doctor, is he? No. The doctor was his cousin. Now he lived in the Minories, Jack the Ripper. The family believes, they say, claim this is him. They got the knife, they say. Is it him? I don't think so. Who is? Then Jack, now I'll try and show you and prove to you. Very, very, very technical stuff this now. Now ladies and gents, I told you before, I'm a part-time policeman. I normally work on the Thames, but my friend Alan McCormick, now Paul Buckley, actually run what's called the Crime Museum in Scotland Yard. It's a museum of crime. You can't visit, you wouldn't want to. If a policeman dies, the knife that killed him, the gun that shot him is there. The shirt he's wearing is there. They've got hands, they've got body parts, they've got, you name it, they've got it there. It's a museum of crime. It keeps our DNA. It teaches one thing, coppers to be serious on the streets. It teaches to be safe on the streets. This man wrote a book. The family gave it back to the Met, the Crime Museum, on permanent loan. It's here. And I've held it in my hand many times. Okay, there we see. Have you seen it? No. The lighter side of my official life. And the only person with a good murderer than a suspect the moment he saw him, but would not give evidence against him. It says in pencil here, alas, both were Jews. He will not give up to Gentile justice. Does that make sense today? Of course not. In those days, it made perfect sense. House in Whitechapel, local man. Taken a day later, hands were tied behind his back. The man's dangerous. First to Stepney Workhouse, and then to Colney Hatch Asylum, where he died shortly afterwards. That's a mistake, he died 20 years later. Here's the clincher, here's the proof. Kosminski was the suspect, signed Donald Sutherland Swanson. Don't believe me, this man ran the complete case. He wrote that. This man wrote the book, and he actually came to this murder scene. The Crime Museum believe now that Aaron Kosminski, the Polish Jew, the hairdresser, is in fact Jack the Ripper. I can't go that far. I can say with complete confidence is this. He killed number 3, Liz Stride. But if she is number 3, they say she's to this day, then of course the Ripper must be, of course, Aaron Kosminski. Abberline never wrote a book. He retired and they bought him a present. It's a walking stick. Now in Bramshill Police College, which offers to senior crimes. It's a walking stick. It's got a man's head on it. You see the head of Aaron Kosminski, the Polish Jew. Ladies and gents, any tour, even my humble tour, same as good as you. You've been the greatest group I've ever